Hi everybody, I'm in for Black Swan Yoga's 2:30 p.m. flow, which I'm sure you're aware of. Quick couple little things with housekeeping. First thing, if you'd like to make any donations to our Black Swan Yoga teachers, it's completely optional. It's not mandatory by any means. If you'd like to do that, you can do that at www.blackswanyoga.com/live. We super appreciate it and super value all of your donations that you have during these times, so we definitely honor that. And then second thing is we're not going to be using any props or anything in particular for class. All you'll need is yourself, maybe a bottle of water if you'd like. You can grab a blanket possibly if you want to grab that for Shavasana at the end of class. And I'll check back in here in a few. Alrighty, hi y'all. Happy Sunday. My name's Nicolette. Super happy that you're tuned in. And we're going to be doing a nice and slow flow for this Sunday afternoon. It's Memorial Day weekend, so maybe we have some plans of being outside in the sunshine or maybe getting together with a few close people or whatever it is that you have going on. We're going to use this next 45 minutes to an hour just to kind of ground down, kind of slow things down, and come back to our center, back to ourselves. So we're going to do that in starting in Sukhasana, so in easy pose. So that means come to your seat. So you can sit on your shins if that would feel best for you, or you can sit crisscross, so like crisscross applesauce. And so either way that feels the best way that you can be supported, so not only grounded, but also feeling this duality of this upward lifting energy through your spine. So once you find your seat, I'd like you to drop into stillness as quickly as you can here. And you're going to start to notice the little fluctuations of the mind, the little fluctuations of the body. It's this subtle stirring of energy, the energy being called prana, which is our life force. And that stirring of energy is the kind of energetic shift, or this like buzzing energy that we feel within us when we become still. And it's this idea of, can we drop in? Can we be so still? Even when we have this energy that might be stoked within us right now. We feel that buzzing. We might have this kind of urge to scratch something, scratch an itch. But what happens if we just be so still and drop into right here and right now? We start to drop into this potent calm, this grounding energy that softens the body. And when the body softens, the mind softens. And if you haven't already, go ahead and soften your gaze, close your eyes so you can start to turn inward. And it's sometimes called this internal landscape. The internal views of our body that we have within us. I invite you to simply start to notice your breath. Notice where you feel your inhales in your body. And notice where you feel your exhales leave your body. And then we're going to start to grow our breath together. So wherever you are in your breath cycle, go ahead and open your mouth and hear your breath leave. Take a 2 for 1, and then pause at the very top of your inhale. And notice if you've kind of lifted, go ahead and soften the shoulders, maybe even soften your face slightly. And then open your mouth and audible breath as you hear your breath leave your body, yogis. Pause at the bottom. I'd like you to bring your lips together as if you're going to pretend like you're a little librarian and press the rest of your breath out. Feel your belly button, your lower belly draw in towards the spine, towards the back wall. And then just pause here at the bottom once you've become completely empty. Take your next breath in. Fill up. Once again, pause. Notice if the shoulders have lifted with that breath. And if they have, go ahead and soften them. And audible exhale, hear your breath leave. One more, just like that, big breath in, fill up. Soften where you can. Audible exhale out. Breathe in through the nose. And breathe out through the nose. One more like this. Inhale. And smooth exhale. Slowly blink your eyes open and make your way down to your back. So go ahead and extend your leg out long in front of you. And lower down vertebrae by vertebra as you lower to the floor. And just start in Shavasana for a moment here. Just pause. Allow your palms to face up towards the ceiling. Allow your toes to flop out to the right and to the left. Just pausing here for a moment of stillness. And then keeping your left leg straight, go ahead and bend your right knee in towards your chest for halfway removing pose. And find 3 breaths here as you continue to draw the right knee in towards your chest. Maybe you take it a little bit further out toward the armpit. And anytime you feel sensation, so you probably feel a little bit of something on the front side of the hip, probably near your hip flexor. So that sensation you feel right there, I'd like you to take 3 deep breaths. And send your breath specifically to the front side of your right hip for this. Find 3 breaths. Can you soften your shoulders here? Can you soften your jaw? From here, we're going to find our half happy baby. So bend your left knee, stamp your left foot on the floor, and carry your right knee up to your right armpit and take a grip on the outside edge of your right foot. As you inhale, imagine you're going to kick your right foot up like you can stamp it on the ceiling. And as you exhale, you squeeze, draw the right knee in towards the armpit. Find 2 more breaths as you send your breath into this deeper sensation. Send your right leg up to the sky. Find a grip now behind your thigh or your calf. Same thing, we're going to find 3 breaths here. So inhale, imagine you're stamping your right foot on the sky. As you exhale, gently draw your right hamstring towards the back wall, finding a stretch. Find 2 more like this on your own. Go ahead and release your grip. And with a straight leg, slowly lower your foot down all the way down to the floor. Once your right foot lands, you're going to draw your left knee now in toward the chest, finding 3 breaths on this side as well. So as you inhale, find some space between your belly and your thigh. As you exhale, breathe into sensation. Find 2 more breaths on your own. Can you soften the shoulders on your next exhale? Soften your face. 1 more breath. Bend your right knee, stamp your right foot to the floor, half happy baby. Now you carry your left leg, left knee up to the left armpit, finding a grip on the outer edge of your left foot. And you take 3 breaths now as you direct your breath into the front side of your left hip and maybe slightly to the outer edge or the inner edge of the hip here. And find 2 more breaths on your own, yogis. Each breath, what can you soften with each exhale? And then go ahead and extend your left leg up to the sky. Find a grip behind your thigh, maybe your calf, for a gentle hamstring stretch. You'll find 3 breaths here. As you inhale, find length through the left leg. And each exhale, you gently work the left leg towards you. Find 2 more breaths just like this. slowly, slowly release your grip. And allow your left foot to slowly lower all the way down to the earth. Once your left foot lands, draw your left knee and your right knee in towards your chest. And find a gentle rock side to side, right and left. And eventually start to rock forwards and backwards, the length of your spine, the length of your mat. And each rock and roll, you get just a little bit more momentum. And notice here also the massage of your spine here. Find your way to all fours tabletop when you're ready. Go ahead and take your wrists right underneath your shoulders and your knees under the hips. And go ahead and reach your right arm up as you take a big breath in. Open up and reach up to the sky. As you exhale, thread the needle. Drop your right shoulder down. Take your right ear and cheek to the earth. Extend your left arm out long in front of you. And I'd like you to take 3 breaths into your left lung. Find some expansive energy here. Slowly bring your left hand back by your face as you press down. Inhale, reaches your right arm up. And exhale, take your right hand back down. Inhale, left arm reaches up to the sky with a big breath in. Exhale, thread the needle. Now you take your left ear and cheek, left shoulder down to the floor. You install your right arm out long. Taking 3 breaths into your right lung. Slowly bring your right hand back down, press down, inhale, left arm reaches up. And exhale, left hand down. Find puppy pose. Start to crawl your fingertips forward as you melt your heart to the earth. Finding 2 more slow, deep breaths. Slowly put your hands back underneath you. And from here, we're going to find just a couple crunches with our core. We're going to light the core up. So tuck both of your toes, meaning all 10 toes underneath. From here, crunch your left knee to your nose, so squeeze the left knee in towards your chest as much as you can. I want you to think about taking your left knee up towards your collarbones as close as you can to touch. That's going to make you cat your spine even more. And then squeeze your left heel towards your butt. And take 1 more big breath in, cat your spine, squeeze your left knee to the chest. Exhale, crunch left knee to your left elbow now. So slightly shift your weight a little bit further forward. And take your knee to the outer edge of the left elbow. Take 1 more big breath in, you got it. And exhale, crunch it to your right side. Crunch and twist to the right, touch the right elbow. Now you squeeze your left knee even closer to the elbow and towards your chest. Lift your left heel closer to your butt. And take 1 more big breath in. Exhale, take the left knee down to child's pose. Take your forehead to the mat, crawl your fingertips forward. Take 2 more breaths here, yogis. Inhale takes you back to tabletop, tuck all 10 toes under. Crunch your right knee to your chest, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. I want you to cat your spine even more. Take your for 3, for 2, cat your spine even more for 1. Take your right knee to the outside of your right elbow. Slightly shift your weight forward and take it to the outer edge. Crunch your right knee even higher to the armpit. Squeeze your heel towards your butt. And then take your twist, left elbow, squeeze, you've got it. Take 2 more breaths, big inhale. Exhale, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. 1 more big breath in. Exhale, tabletop. And to child's pose. Take your forehead down to the earth. Breathe into your belly, breathe into your chest. 2 more breaths here. Come back to your breath. So really, really deepen it. Make it really big and really full. Find some expansive energy here. Shift your way back to your tabletop, all fours. Tuck your toes under, finding beast pose. So you're going to hover the knees about 1/2 inch. And keep in mind that the lower you keep the knees, the more challenging this is. Keep pressing your hands down and through your mat. Imagine like you could push them through the mat and continue pushing them through the floor. Squeeze your belly button to your spine. Feel a little lift of your core. And take one more big breath in. Exhale, downward facing dog. Send your hips high. You can find movement here. You might walk your dog. So that means you bend one knee at a time. That might mean you sway your hips side to side. Or maybe you're like, I just need to drop into stillness. See how being still feels in the body. Finding 3 more breaths here. Inhale, come onto your toes. Take your gaze past your fingertips. And then tippy toe all the way up to the very, very top of your mat. Keep your hips as high as you can. And then separate your feet wider than hips with distance. Find an arm variation of your choice. I'm going to interlace my hands behind you and find a shoulder rinse. This gets into your lower back as well as it gets into the upper shoulders, the traps. The more you shift the weight into the toes, the more sensation you're going to feel along your back side of your body. Please take a deep bend in your knees. We're not hyperextending or locking out the knees here. Finding 2 more breaths. Breathe big, breathe bright. Release any grip that you have. We'll find a halfway lift. Inhale, take a breath in. And exhale, forward fold, bow down. Inhale lifts you halfway. Exhale folds you forward. 1 more lift up halfway, breathe in. And exhale, bow down, forward fold. So bend the knees, take a rounding of your spine like a cat pose. And slowly, slowly roll up, vertebrae by vertebra. Allow your head to hang super heavy. And your chin is going to be the very, very last thing to arrive. Take your time. How much can you feel along the way here? And once you arrive on your own time, I'd like you to roll your shoulders up towards your ears, towards the back wall. Tone your shoulder blades together and draw them down your back. 1 more like that. Inhale, roll the shoulders up towards your ears, towards the back wall, tone them together, and draw them down. Take your palms bright to face forward if they're not already. Put your arms up, big breath in. Exhale, take an open arm twist to the right side of your space. So you take your left arm forward, right hand goes back. Inhale, as you grow tall, find length through your spine. As you exhale, squeeze your shoulder blades together as you twist to the right side. 1 more big breath in. Exhale, twist, twist, twist. I like 1 more big breath. Inhale. Exhale, twist, twist, twist. Awesome. Big breath in, reaches both hands back up to the sky. As you exhale, twist to the left. So left hand goes back, right hand goes forward. Inhale as you grow tall. Exhale, turn your back, yogis, and twist. 2 more breaths. Inhale. And exhale. 1 more, smooth, lengthen. Exhale, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Awesome. Big breath in. Inhale, reaches both hands up. Exhale, dive down, fold to the earth. Lift halfway, your breath in. Plant your hands, step back, plank pose, so top of a push-up. Once again, just like when we were in our, tabletop. Just like when we were in our tabletop, all fours, I'd like you to pretend like you're pressing your hands down through your mat, and then you continue to press them down through the floor. Draw your belly button to your spine, squeeze your thighs, and squeeze your calves. Now, as you inhale, shift forward. Lower your knees to the earth. Chaturanga on your knees. Squeeze your elbows in right by your sides. Keep them super, super close. Upward facing dog. Push your heart through your arms. And downward facing dog. Set your hips high. Together, take a big, smooth breath in. And a big, deep breath out. 2 more. Fill up. And let it go. Big breath in. Audible sigh out. Inhale onto your toes. Take your gaze past fingertips. Keep the hips high, yogis. Tippy toe, little teeny tiny steps. Inhale lifts you halfway with your breath in. Exhale folds you forward with your breath out. Inhale, rise up, reach up to stand. Open arm twist to the right side. Right hand back, left hand forward. Inhale, grows you. Exhale, twist you. 1 more breath in. Exhale, twist. Awesome. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, twist to the left side, left hand back. Inhale to grow. Exhale to twist. 1 more breath in. Breathe out. Inhale, reach both hands up to the sky. Exhale, dive down, forward fold. This time, inhale lifts you halfway. Take your right hand underneath your face. Bend your right knee. Inhale reaches your left arm up, find a twist. And exhale, take your left hand down. Bend the left knee. Inhale, right arm up. And exhale, right hand down. Bend the right knee. 1 more each side. Inhale, left arm. Exhale, left hand down. Inhale, right arm reaches. Exhale, fold you forward. Bow. Inhale, lifts halfway, breath in. Plant your hands, step back, plank pose, top of a push-up. So find the same thing, press your hands through the floor. Squeeze the belly button to your spine. As you inhale, shift forward, always option for your knees, or halfway down, chaturanga. Upward facing dog, shine your heart. And downward facing dog, like your hips. Big smooth breath in. Big deep breath out. 1 more, fill up. And let it go. Inhale, right leg high, 3-legged dog. Exhale, crunch knee to your nose. Hold it here. Take it to the outer edge of your right elbow. Squeeze your heel towards your butt. Keep it there. Now take your right knee to your left elbow as you twist. Squeeze the heel to the butt. Step it between your thumbs. Anjaneyasana, low lunge. Crawl your hands up your right thigh. So take your hands to your thigh and press your thigh down and forward. So you're going to find a little bit of a stretch through your spine here as you assist your right thigh down and forward. If you'd like, you can keep your hands on your thighs or reach your arms up with a breath in. As you exhale, open our twist to the right. Right hand goes back, left hand goes forward. Inhale, grows tall. Exhale, twist, twist, twist. Inhale, unwind, reach up. Exhale, plant your hands, tuck your back toes under, lift your left knee. Pyramid pose. So step your left foot in just a little bit so that your back heel can come to the floor. And you're going to take your left toe slightly out to the left. Come on to all 10 fingertips. Inhale, lifts your heart. As you exhale, imagine like someone's going to pull your right hip back and then push your left hip forward. This squares your hips. Take an inhale, lifts you halfway. Exhale, down your knees. Standing splits, left leg launches up to the sky. And if you'd like, you can stack your hips. So normally I would say that we want our hips to be square to the earth. So that would mean you drop your left hip down. But today if you'd like to stack your left hip on top of your right, you'll find some more depth there and you might get a little bit of a deeper stretch on the inner right groin and maybe your inner left groin. Take 1 more big breath in, lift the left toes as high as you can, and step your left foot down to meet your right. Inhale lifts you halfway, breath in. Exhale folds you forward. Chair pose, bend the knees, lift the heart high. And exhale, sit the booty down. Big breath in, lift the heart. Exhale, rise up to standing. We're going to find eagle pose. Inhale, draw your right knee up to your chest. Exhale, wrap your right leg up and around your left. Inhale, reach your arms up with a big breath in. And right arm comes underneath your left, breath out. Big, huge breath in. Exhale, sit down. One more, breathe in. Exhale, sit. Keep the arms bound, unwind the right leg, and move through your airplane. Keep your arms bound. Right leg extends towards the back wall. Straighten your right leg as best as you can, and drop your right hip down to match your left. Take one more big breath in. Like an elevator, bend your left knee and reach your right toe back as far as you can. Keep the arms bound. Lift the elbows up to the sky and reach up, go back. And come back through center. Unwind your arms, big breath in, lift up. Exhale, plant your hands, step back, downward facing dog. Choose your journey. Do you take a vinyasa along the way, or do you skip it? Together, take a huge breath in. And together, take a huge breath out. One more, fill up. And let it go. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, crunch knee to your nose. Step it between your hands. Wait, no, take it back. Left leg up and back. We need to do our core work. Exhale, crunch knee to your nose. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Take your left knee to the outside of your left elbow. Take your heel to your butt. Squeeze it higher. Crunch to your right elbow as you twist. Lift the heel to the butt. Lift. Now step it through. Ha ha. Right knee comes down. Anjaneyasana, low lunge. Hands up to your left thigh. Take your hands and press them down and forward. Lift your heart high. Keep your heart lifted. Reach your arms up. Exhale, open arm twist. Left hand goes back. Big breath in. Big breath out. One more, fill up. Exhale, twist, twist, twist. Inhale, reach both hands up to the sky. Exhale, plant your hands, frame your left foot, tuck the back toes under, lift right knee. Pyramid pose, step the left foot in a touch. Back heel comes to the floor, inhale onto all 10 fingertips. Now this time you imagine like someone's gonna push your right hip forward and pull your left hip back. Inhale, lift your heart high. And exhale, lead with your heart. Have the heart to go down first. 3 breaths for yogis. Inhale lifts you halfway. Standing splits, launch the right leg up to the sky. Once again, you can stack your hips if you'd like. Right leg reaches as high as you can up to the sky. And you fold your chest, your chin, all the way down to the shin. One more big breath in, reach up even higher. Exhale, step your right toes down to meet your left. Inhale, lifts you halfway. Exhale, folds you forward. Chair pose, bring the big toes to touch. Sit the hips down, lift your heart high. Big breath in. Exhale, sit down. 2 more breaths, you got it. Inhale. Exhale, sit. Last time in breath. Exhale, sit down. Inhale, rise up. And part the air hands by your side. Eagle legs. Inhale, left leg up to your chest. Left leg wraps up and around your right leg this time, finding your bind. Inhale, reaches the arms up to the sky. Exhale, left arm underneath the right. Big, huge breath in. Exhale, sit the hips down. Imagine like your back is on the back wall, and so you might lean a little bit further back in case you're leaning forward. Take 1 more big breath in. Exhale, sit down. Keep the arms bound, unwinding the leg. Move through warrior 3, airplane. Left leg extends towards the back wall. Try to keep the toes flexed and keep the left leg engaged. Drop your left hip slightly. Squeeze your right butt cheek. Take 1 more big breath in. Keep the arms bound, bend the right knee, step your left toes back. Keep the arms bound, lift the elbows up to the sky, high press and lunge, lean up and go back. Take one more big breath in. Exhale back through center. Inhale, unwind the arms, reach up, huge breath in. Exhale, plant the hands. Step your right foot back to your plank pose. Find your version to downward facing dog. Together, huge breath in, yogis. Together, huge breath out. One more, fill up. And let it go. Inhale, come onto your toes. Drop down to your shins. Grab a sip of water, wipe your sweat, do what you need to do. And I'm going to demonstrate something for you super quickly. It's nothing super challenging. Essentially, we're just going to move really, really slow. So we're going to do a lot of we're going to do like 3 poses, I want to say. It's going to be warrior 1, 2, warrior 2, to reverse your warrior. So I'm sure we've all been in those poses before. I'm not going to talk you too much of how to get into those poses, but we're just going to move in them. And so we've probably done these poses so many times that we don't even notice like